today we're gonna start our first bulb kit for the gladiola that we got. In your kit you will have received a paper cup that has a lid on it and it has potting soil in it, as well as a gladiola bulb that looks like this. It's also called a corm. So what we're gonna do, your soil will already be in your cup, but I have to put mine in there. But you want about 4 to 5 inches of soil in here, so I'll probably fill it to about here on mine. I'm doing this outside just because using soil can be kind of messy, but a lot of what we're going to be doing is you're going to want to keep this inside the house for a little bit, especially if where you live it still gets really cold and there's any sort of frost, because the flower won't survive if you leave it out in the frost. Once all of that is gone, you'll be able to plant it in your garden or an outdoor space, but we'll get to that as we check back in subsequent little segments, because I'm gonna hopefully grow this along with you. You want your soil to be damp but not soaking wet. So I like to put a little bit of water in first so that the soil gets nice and wet all the way down to the bottom, before I even put my bulb in. So kind of gonna fill this up. Also with the paper cup, if you have too much moisture in here, it will start deteriorating. So that's another thing that we wanna just remember and be considerate of. So I have it like this. It's not full all the way because I'm actually gonna place my bulb in here and then cover it. You only want your bulb to be about buried halfway so that the pointy end is sticking up. So I'm gonna place it in there. What it looks like in there right now is this, and then I'm going to kind of just cover around the outside of it, so that I still have half my bulb visible, but that the edges are packed with the soil. And then I'm gonna put a little bit more water in there just to get that part nice and damp. And then I am going to place this in a bright, light sunlight area, but indirect sunlight. You don't want it beating down on that. And then it'll take a few weeks, but then we'll start to see some growth. So I will check back periodically through this process and film some updates for you all, until hopefully what it looks like when we are ready to plant it. So after a few weeks of watering every day, this is definitely large and what it looks like. But what you can do is you'll go out and you'll plant this outside, or you can transplant it to a larger pot and it will bloom really soon. Have fun.